Now it's time to add the sidebar functionality to see all the posts. So that you know that it has to have an option to have posts, and click on it and you'll see all the posts as if you're an admin. Okay, so over here, go to the client, go to the source, go to the pages, and first we'll go to the components, and then we're going to create our page. So essentially this is a component, and the component is going to be called dash okay, let's do this again. Yeah, let's do this again. Now it's time to add a button over here where we could view all the posts if you're an admin. So let's go here. We'll go all the way to the client, and we'll go to source, and we'll go to the components, and we'll go to our existing dash sidebar component, and right in here we'll scroll down a little bit, and you'll see we have the return sidebar. Okay, and then we have sidebar.items. Okay, and then in here we have sidebar.item group. Okay, and in here we have this content if the current user, and then you basically see the dashboard, right? So that's there, and then you have the link to the profile, essentially like that, and then you have dashboard item, and then we have sign out. So essentially we're gonna have to add in right after the profile. So what we're gonna do is essentially, first of all, we gotta have to check whether the current user is an admin. So we say current user dot is admin. Okay, and I believe we have our use selector imported, so it's going to be here. Okay, so current user, if the person is the admin, you could basically say ampersand ampersand round brackets, and in here we have the link tag to, and we have here we have slash dashboard question tab is equal to posts. Okay, so over here we have tab is equal to posts, just like how we have dashboard tab is equal to profile. In here we're gonna have is a sidebar item. This is based on Flowbyte, to be honest. So sidebar item, and we're gonna have the thing called posts. Let's add some extra things here. So the first thing is we want this active. So we can say tab is equal to post. Same thing goes for the icon. We're gonna have the HI. So we can say HI, and then we have document text from React icons, and then we have as div, because we don't want nested. We don't want nested anchor tags like we had over here. So this is a link tag, and you don't want this sidebar item is also a link. So you don't want nested anchors, so you basically convert it to a div, right, to prevent that issue. Okay, so now we have a good start over here. Let's go and view this. So let's go back here, refresh this page. Okay, so something didn't appear. Let's go back here and the inspect console. Nothing here as well. Okay, no problem at all. So we have current user dot is admin and link, and then we have this. Okay, so the thing is that over here, if you look at the profile, this is also based on anyone could view their profile, but you have the tab is equal to profile, and then we have label, and we could actually say if the person is a user or what. We could dynamically add it, like suppose if the current user is an admin, you basically could have the thing say admin, right? If not, you could just have the thing say user. Now what I'm talking about is this thing over here, this label. Refresh. Right now it's, I don't know why, but it's rendering it as a user. Okay, so one other thing is over here in the sidebar.item group, you see over here we have to make them a little spaced out. So we gotta add a custom class name from Tailwind, and we gotta have it as flex column, and then we have gap. So this is gonna, flex means, basically by default it gives a row, but then after that you say flex call, it puts them side by side, from top to bottom. And then we have gap of 1 or 2, whatever you want. It's gonna give a good space. Okay, it's a little spaced out, good. So I actually want to see this other thing. It's not appearing. Let me just add in, I don't know, sometimes it just appears. So admin, dashboard. So we still don't have it. We still don't have it. So we don't have current user is admin. So we don't have this post button. We also want to add the same thing over here. So we have a current user, yeah. So we want to basically say current user, and if the current user is an admin, then you basically could view this dashboard, right? We can't view the dashboard otherwise. Then you know, you have this state, which is current user, which is all good, and this is coming from React Redux. You know, looks good. I mean, that's gone too, you know, because it's not basically rendering it properly like an admin. If I can log in with my Google account, I'm also an admin in this account as well. Go to the dashboard. And you can still see that we have only these two. So profile and sign out. So there's some kind of issue going on here. So we have current, I don't know. So we have use selector from React Redux. And we have user slice, and then we have so I believe this is not what we need. So let me just remove this. Still, it's not going to do anything. So we have the dispatch, we have the current user, and I believe I understood where the mistake is coming from, this thing. So we don't have it in these brackets. This is very important to do, and commonly an issue that you should never ignore. Save. So now you basically, you know, destructure it, and now you can see all of it. Wow, that's an issue, and you better, you know, essentially have it. So now you can see that where the person is admin, you could click on the post, and it goes to the post page. Finally, and you can see the images there too. I can sign out and add my admin account, because that person was an admin as well. Go to the dashboard page, and you can see the same exact things here as well. Cool. This is super cool, and we're going to the post. Now we want to have you know, a component here. So for the post, right? So what we're gonna do is, you know, you have it essentially in the dash sidebar, and you say, you know, in the dash sidebar, you basically say over here that we have this post, you know, and then it goes to tab is equal to post, right? Now you want to have this component here, so add it in the component, and it's called dash post .jsx. Okay. And then we have rafc here, because right now we're not going to add anything. I will just say dash post in the morning, in the meantime, like that. Then we go to the dashboard, because that was basically the main thing. So in the pages, we have this dashboard.jsx. Remember we did this earlier, and we told like, you know, what is for what. So we have this use effect, and we have the, you know, location.search from the URL search params. It gets the URL param, and, you know, based on that, it, you know, set tab is equal to from URL, basically on the location.search. So it's super cool. What we're going to do is we're going to add our same thing here. So we have a div sidebar, a dash sidebar. So that was there. So in here we have then we have a profile, which is profile dash profile. Same thing goes here. We have if it's posts, so we could say not dashboard, but if it's posts, so we could say posts. Okay, like that. That's just a comment. So we basically have if tab is triple equal to a post, okay, then we could have the post component. So what was it called? Dash post rendered. So dash post, okay, and essentially you could render like so it's basically rendered. If you go in the dash post, you'll see it's right here. Okay, so now what we could do is we could view it in action. So if we go here, you can see that dash post exists there. Perfectly done. Now what we want to do is we want to make this have the API call that could see all the posts that have been added in the database. Okay, so you want to actually view all of them. First, let's create the API for it, and then we'll create the view for it, right? And then we'll connect both of them. So view meaning the front end design. So we'll do this in the next part.